I've always loved reading and I've always loved art, so naturally I'm a huge fan of comics. And there are some comic pages and spreads that I've come across that I just need to have all in one place. So I bought a new sketchbook in which I'm going to redraw some of my favourite pages and panels as a form of appreciation. And we're starting with Naruto. And no, I'm not going to go out of my way to hide spoilers, so watch at your own risk. I'll first show you a double page spread that I love but will not be redrawing. It's in volume 28, chapter 245, when Naruto returns to the village. I love the scope and the atmosphere. It's just such a welcome back kind of feeling. But as much as I love this and would add it to this sketchbook, it just feels way too daunting to redraw. I feel like I won't do it justice, so maybe in the future I'll come back to it. Moving on, I did still want to start the sketchbook with a nice double page spread, and so we're skipping into the story a little, and this is from volume 60, chapter 573. This one just speaks for itself, I'd say. I had to stop and just stare at it for a while. The final pages I decided to include were Konon and Her Wings from volume 41, chapter 372, which just looks so good. And the fight with the Four Tails' Jinchuriki. I remember turning the page to this fight and just staring in wonder at how good the lava balls looked. In black and white too. I didn't do it justice at all. I don't think it would have looked the same even if I'd traced it. But I had to include it because it was one of my favourite pages. So yeah, January 2026. I don't even know what to say. How is it that we've become so advanced as a civilization, yet we seem to be regressing in so many areas? I grew up thinking that if a person was stupid, they were stupid, and that was that. But I didn't realise just how detrimental a lack of education could be to society as a whole. It's not even stupidity, it's the absolute depths of ignorance that are astounding. Even depths is not a deep enough word. I should change it to black hole. I also believed as a kid that all government officials had to be the smartest people in the country. Like, I actually thought they had to have a certain IQ, etc. And that they could only look out for the greater good. You know when all of the things you thought were true come crashing down? That's me with the way the world is moving right now. It's like everyone that has a position of power is sadistic and enjoys all this chaos. And then there's other theories that they're just trying to distract everyone. How nice it was being a kid. It's funny because while I was drawing these panels, I kept thinking how nice Madara's cocoon sounds right now. The infinite Tsukuyomi. But I'm so serious in being done with everything. Even though I'm currently untouched by war, poverty, or bad health, I haven't been having the greatest time either. For almost all of January, the air around our area has smelt of something burning or some kind of gas. It's like burning rubber if I had to describe it. I've scouted the neighbourhood, but the source is a complete mystery. I've already made a video on this channel about random neighbours burning waste all the time, and now there's this. At least when I knew where it was coming from, I could attempt to put a stop to it. But even in the pouring rain and dead of night, this smell is around. It's baffling. There's no factories close by that could be the cause, and I'm even paranoid it might be coming from the sewers. It makes no sense and it's driving me mad. My second problem is I regret entering therapy. I regret it so much. I want them to leave me alone now, but I feel like if I quit midway after half the things I've discussed, it won't look too good. Actually, it's not even my initial therapist that is the problem, it's the lady he's referred me to that's giving me anxiety. I don't even know why it's giving me anxiety, I just don't like it and I don't like to think about it, even though thinking about it might give me my answers. And the one thing I use to distract myself, the internet, has become so off-putting lately. If I'm not bombarded by ads or sponsorships, it's AI or AI promotion, recycled content, or depressing news headlines. All of my recommendations on everything are not entertaining anymore, and I'm finding little interest in more and more things. Or maybe it's just digital fatigue. Yeah, I think it is. I've been having more fun doing things in real life. And speaking of AI, first of all, I'm completely against it. It could cure cancer and I'd still be against it. Second of all, I use Artlist for background music for my videos, but its recent heavy promotion of Sora or whatever that is has been putting me off so much. I might just change my subscription to something else. Like their target audience is content creators, emphasis on the word create, and they're trying to sell them content generation. Make it make sense. The last thing bothering me is the fact that I still cannot find a job. I don't want to go back on universal credit either because it was useless. And I swear to God, every other time I apply on Indeed, A couple of days later, I'll be getting calls from unidentified numbers and suspected spam. One of them was allegedly O2. I even went to all these stores in person to see if they had anything available, and every one of them said they recruit online. But when I check online, there's nothing there. This is also driving me insane. Back to the art though. I made so many mistakes, more in the second and third pieces than the first one. The first spread turned out pretty good, just the angle of the sun rays should have been more slanted. And I'm just going to leave the sky white for now because the only grey marker I have is too dark. So yeah. For Conan, I drew the wing wrong, which I'll show you as well. I don't know how I drew it like this, but it's good that I'm starting to notice these things, so hopefully I can catch it in the future. And I made so many mistakes in the background that I tried to erase with a jelly roll, which wasn't working, so I gave up at some point. Plus, I don't know why the jelly roll didn't cover the ink properly, because usually I can get rid of mistakes that way, but this just made the ink turn bluish. I considered going over the mistakes in gouache or acrylic as well, but I'll do it next time I have those out, if I remember. Also, I was starting to rush things a little because it was taking me so long to finish. I had to kind of force myself to get through it. Usually I would do something else and come back to it when I felt like it, but I'd already started editing it and I don't like to work on multiple projects at the same time. Other than that, I think I got the gist of the pieces I'd like to remember, and so I would consider this a success. That was all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and thank you so much for watching.